The word retard looks very much like the word retard. The person we were looking for, who maybe has been created the city Reslev near Copenhagen. So I think it's out of the same. And what does retard means? To delay or impede the development or progress of, preventing or hindering advance or accomplishment, chemical to retard the spread of fire, to become delayed, to undergo retardation, holding back or slow down, person affected with intellectual disability, foolish or stupid person. I think we get a very big clue here. Retarded is advanced in mental, physical, social development that is usual for one's age. You are behind, very foolish or stupid. To hinder or make slow and delay. To delay or impede the development or progress of. To slow up, especially by preventing or hindering advance or an accomplishment. It seems retard is something, even a person who is stupid and foolish, or is something that hold a person back, to delay them. So that could be used in two ways, both maybe to understand what is going on in a retarded person, but it could also be used for some who maybe do not want a person to go forward. They have been held back. And also if it's something in the body, that maybe are going too fast or something, you could, I have something with the medicine that is called retard. I'm sure there are different kind of medicine that has this word also, but this is something with epilepsy. So there it could be used because maybe there's something that is going too fast in the brain, so it has to be slowed down. But we also have stupid people they very often will call mentally ill. And I have said it before that I think the medicine that those people get has something to do with they want to make their brain not functioning as well as it actually does. They are looked at as some kind of retarded, stupid, foolish people, but and then they want to slow their brain down. So it fits also fine with if it is a person who could be a threat for you, so you want to make them become put into the mental psychiatry system as a stupid person. So if you force them to take this medicine and slow their brain down, then you can make them stand as a stupid person and delay their way to figure out, or to delay their way to be a very big problem for you and what you're doing. But it also mentioned, what does it mean to retard a woman? The woman is getting cosmetic skin treatment to retard the effect of aging. So there is also holding something back. When you starve a plant in order to prevent it from growing and thriving. So there we have again, maybe keep a person down so they will not succeed to grow and be functioning well. So this retard, could he really be a symbol for a stupid and foolish person? Or at least looks like he is one. But he could also be a person that others want to hold back because he's a problem for them. And there were the stories about the retard, he was into some kind of war, on agreement with people. But when we look into the city Speyer in Germany, where he came from, what does it say? Speyer was a very meaningful city in the Middle Age. There was a church that is on the UNESCO's world list. There's a technical museum. Oh, here we come into something with technique. And the city has a high school for administration of science. Whoa. That is an important information for what is going on today. Something with technique and something with science. Deutsche Hochschule für Verwaltungswissenschaft. And here it also says something about the digging in the ground. Here is the city down in Germany, and we have Denmark up here. But I found a little interesting picture from this Technique Museum in Speyer. The car that is known for being made when Hitler was leading in Germany, it's a Volkswagen called the Bubble. In Denmark we called it the Bubble. So there we have the bubble connection again, or a half circle. And we also have this bluish color. And it looks like there's a circus here. Life circles. The same color as in the article with Idis Dali, who seems to have got a rare slip jewel. What does it more say about the city? After Romans took the Galilean 50 before Christ. The Rhine is a part of the Roman Ridge. 10 before Christ, Romans in their rear made a military camp. Yeah, there are all those small groups of people there mentioned who was fighting in a town in Rhineland, Germany. Yeah, it's a town. He has also said something I do not quite understand. It's a city, then it says here, part of speech hierarchy. And I took it with because I think that's interesting, because today we have a lot with speech and words and codes and confusion about meanings. And the word hierarchy, which I think really is the main reason for all problems in the world and all wars and confusion and misunderstanding. It's simply the hierarchy between people. And I could have a feeling that what is going on of problems in my and my children's life now could very well have something to do with things that are 2,000 years back in time, because we were out of the persons we are out of, where there could be a hierarchy where I assume we have been in the lower part, or some of them who are looked at as retarded. Maybe I'm out from genes that has been looked at and treated as being retarded and held back, and have done that for maybe more than 2,000 years. It's so idiotic. If that really is the reason for my problems today, that there were some who had a bad look at each other for 2,000 years ago. Totally idiotic. But I could have a feeling that really is the main reason for that we have been treated this bad that we actually have. 400 expire its first bishop. Galilean, it's fun, it's so long back, and here the friends again into it. Here it says 10 before Christ, start to build the first Roman military camp. Well, and in 1000 there were spread coins around all the way to the Fairy Island. So there it tells us that those people from down there in Germany, Speyer area, they seem to have traveled at least all the way up to Fairy Island. That also means they have been close to Denmark. So it sounds very right that this retard maybe could have been traveling to Denmark and made the city Reslev. I could have a feeling that this retard bishop is the man who has created this city, where one of my grandfathers come from. So maybe I have genes all the way back to time before Christ. That's a little fun. That is a little fun. 1990, there we have again the 9 rings. The city had a jubileum where President George Bush and Michael Gorbachev was a part of it. So there we have 2 big world leaders who were down in the city to celebrate something that has happened for 2,000 years ago. But it's a little fun that maybe this is a cartoon of one of my forefathers. Obelix from Asterix. He's carrying a stone. We had this digging after stone, but I also come into something that means stone. But here he is interesting also because he have these pants with the blue and white stripes that are used for symbolism with something with Jews. And we have heard that it seems to there were living a lot of Jews in the city Speyer in Germany. We also have some connection to the Dutch. He has this belt with a lot of rings. And he also have his hair in this shape where there are 3 and 3. He could be my forefathers. Let's stop here and take the rest of this with the city Speyer.